I get to only be my true authentic self, my beautiful black trans self, because other people had the courage to stand up and fight for my existence before I could ever do it. And so the least that I can do as a person who was privileged enough to be able-bodied, to be able to have a roof over my head, especially as a black trans person, all I want to do is try to pass that forward to other people to make sure that they have the opportunities that I do. Because I look at a group of intergenerational black trans people who each fought for the next person's right to exist in a different way, and I have something to talk about with my whole life and my existence. And if that can bring anybody else any more enlightenment, any happiness, any more freedom, or change somebody's mind about trans lives, that's the least I can do. I got reached out to by West Dakota to co-host this and then as well speak a bit. The reason that most really pushed me to being a part of this was the fact that the organizations being included in this were trans-run, trans-operated, black trans-run, and black trans-operated, and black trans-centered. And from the Black Femmes and art to the Okra project to every single group that was a part of this, it was for black trans people, from black trans people, about black trans people. And that's what truly was the definitive goal where I was like, I can't not be a part of this. And especially for me, being away from any form of like anyone else for the past 3-4 months, it has been very cathartic and really beautiful to get to actually be surrounded by my community in the way that I am right now. And it's a way that we never even got to really connect before this too. So
this is what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show them what community sounds like.
Show them what community sounds like.
This is what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show them what community sounds like.
Show them what community sounds like.
This is what community looks like.
Show them what community sounds like.
Show them what community sounds like.
This is what community looks like.
Show them what community sounds like.
Show them what community sounds like.
the organizers of this have done a really beautiful job of creating a space that hasn't existed before but has always been needed.
And I'm assuming this is your family?
This is our family. We gotta show up in any way you can. When we find there's gonna be thousands of people in the street, the least we could do is show up and be there, make signs, make some noise, and show what we stand for and what we don't stand for.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Monroe. I am a trans woman from Guyana, South America. I'm a part of the Caribbean Equality Project. Well, this is my first protest. I've seen the injustice, and I just want them to know that we know what's happening and we're tired of what's happening. So I'm here to show my support, and I'm here to ensure that change is coming.
I'm sure you've seen it on kind of like the social media and the news a lot. There's a lot of people that are kind of like confused why they have to be pro-black trans lives. Mm-hmm. You know, I've seen I think a tweet from someone and they're saying, well, let me get this straight. Like, I am pro-Black Lives Matter, but I don't like gay people, I don't like trans people. Why do you think we have to care about black trans lives?
My opinion is that to understand that Black Lives Matters means that you have to understand that there are systems that deal with intersectionality where one piece of your identity cannot be separated from another. So if you choose to only respect a piece of who I am, you're not respecting any of it, because my blackness is informed by my transness, which is informed by my queerness, which is informed by every other piece of who I am. So to not respect and see the full identity of my entire being, you're cutting off portions, the entire thing, honestly. But then on top of it, what you're doing as well is denying the fact that all of these different pieces actually go together, where not being pro-Black Lives Matters and pro-Black Trans Lives Matters, you're basically anti-Black Trans Lives Matters, because what happens is complacency equals our death. If you are complacent, if you feel like there's nothing to protest, that leads to more of us dying. And so you don't have a choice but to be pro-Black Lives Matter or anti. Because at the end of the day, if you see that we are being murdered, to not say this is to basically say that you were complicit in the fact that we're dying and you're fine with it. And so it's something where you have to be pro-Black Lives Matter, but you also have to be pro-Black Trans Lives Matter, pro-Black sex workers matter, pro every form of walk, every walk of Black life is respectable, is meant to be treasured, is meant to be beautiful, is meant to be valued, is meant to be fought for, because respectability politics can make it seem like there's some form of things that are respectable when everything is. Everything is a part of human identity and human life. And the fact that Black trans people are consistently pigeonholed, consistently degraded, consistently put down, consistently denied rights, it's something that if you can't say Black trans lives matter, they don't matter to you. They just don't matter to you. And it's just that simple, honestly.
I think that when people get to kind of like pick and choose what it is that they want to fight for without looking at the bigger picture, like they don't get the point.
Exactly, that's exactly it. Because at the end of the day, the only voices you need to be listening to are the Black trans voices. Because, okay, fantastic, you fought for all Black lives, but the Black trans people are still dying. Because we fall through the cracks. That's what happens with the queer community, with the trans community, with the Black community. And then when you add all of those into one intersection of an identity, it's like you get left out. Because, okay, fantastic, cis Black people have a platform to speak, fantastic, even the cis gays have a space to speak, but consistently pushed to the margins, left to the side, left on the boundaries of everything are Black trans lives. And to say Black trans lives matters, it tells me that you care about all the other Black lives.
I'm very happy, and I'm here because of you, and I just want to say thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I saw you there, I was like, fuck, this is the bitch is gonna change the fucking world.
I'll be one of them.